Hi, everybody, and a pleasant good evening to you wherever you may be. It's time for Tulsa Athletic Soccer. Toby Moore here from LaFortune Stadium on a cool by July standards Saturday night. Beside me in the booth is a special guest commentator, Tulsa Athletic owner and former professional goalkeeper, Sonny D'Alessandro. Sonny, welcome to the booth.
Glad to be here. Thank you for everyone for tuning in who couldn't be here in person. We promised to bring you a colorful and interesting live stream this evening.
If anybody can do it, we know you can, Sonny. It's a nice crowd out here tonight. Here are your starting lineups. First, for the visiting Little Rock Rangers. In goal tonight, number 1, Carlos Herrera. Carlos had a clean sheet against Wichita FC on June 17th. The back 4, number 24, Blake Stricker. Number 20, Arnie Meyer. Number 18, Nicholas Doyle. And number 21, Josiah Ireland. In the midfield tonight, number 2, Rebel Dent. Number 10, Gabriel Viola. Number 13, Jaden Hoth. And number 23, Alejandro Moquette. Up front tonight for Little Rock Rangers, number 6, Ulysses Cordova. And number 7, Leonardo Ferry. For the homestanding Tulsa Athletics, wearing their special camouflage green jerseys in honor of VFW Appreciation Night here at LaFortune Stadium, we have in goal number 1, Curtis Goldsmith, who had a clean sheet against Dallas last Sunday in a makeup game in Claremore. In the back, number 19, Tyrone Blackwell. Number 3, Gustavo Vargas. Number 23, Jose Navarro. And number 2, Ricardo Morris. In the midfield, number 15, Joe Garcia. Number 8, Jamie Gilbert. And number 20, Rico. And a 3-man front tonight for Tulsa Athletic. Number 10, Santiago Riveros. Number 14, Dave Leung. And number 9, the captain, Levi Coleman.
I was hoping we could maybe get a goal during the introduction of the starting lineups. It's always a good goal to shoot for, right?
Yeah, it is. And we should have told them about that. There's a loose ball rolling into the box, picked up by Goldsmith.
A lot on the line tonight, Toby. We've got 3 teams that can end up in any of 3 positions, depending on how Dallas City and Wichita game goes. But these 2 teams, either of which can finish with the number 2 seed and the ability to host Wednesday's playoff game. So a lot on the line tonight. I think we're going to see a big effort from both teams.
Absolutely. This is a high-stakes weekend. We will be keeping an eye on the goings-on at Stryker Sports Complex in Wichita, where Dallas FC is visiting Wichita FC. FC Wichita. Wichita have already sealed up the number 1 seed in the regular season conference championship. Here's Ricardo Morris taking on 1, 2, 3 Little Rock Rangers in the back, passing back to Riveros. Here's a cross, cleared. Back to Blackwell.
Well, look for number 10, Gabby Viola, to be the danger man for Little Rock this evening. He's a very, very busy player in the middle of the park. You'll see him on both ends of the field. And he's certainly not shy to pull the trigger from anywhere inside 40 yards.
Definitely been a mainstay for Little Rock, playing in their last 3 games. It's foul and a free kick to Tulsa Athletic. As we mentioned in Thursday's broadcast in the exhibition against St. Louis Club Atletico, this turn of events is inexplicably triggered. Shot!
Oh, and a great effort from Riveros.
So close. Goal kick to Little Rock Rangers. This whole series of events was put into place by Ozark FC pulling off an improbable upset in Little Rock last Saturday, beating the Rangers 2-1.
Yeah, it put the sort of shook the standings up a little bit, and it'll be interesting certainly to see how Little Rock responds to a result, that some viewed as quite an upset. So, I viewed it as an Arkansas derby, but across the league and across the country, I think a lot of people looked at it as 3 points they probably should have picked up and didn't. So, interesting to see how they respond this evening.
Indeed. I did notice that Solomon Montezuma is on the bench after losing the game to Ozark FC last.
Chance for Dave Leung here.
Here is Dave Leung.
Riveros again.
Dave looking for help. Wins a corner.
I believe they're going to say it was out first for a goal kick, Toby.
Oh, wow.
Tough to see. Interesting that Tulsa Public Schools chose to go with navy lines on dark green grass. A white or a yellow might have been a little bit more considerate for us soccer fans.
Right. That was one of the real treats of watching the game in Claremore, is there were no soccer lines on or football lines on the pitch.
Well, and I'll tell you a funny story about soccer lines here when we get a minute.
Here's Goldsmith throwing the ball back into play quickly to Ricardio Morris on the left side. Ricardio beats one defender, draws a foul. Free kick to Tulsa Athletic.
Tulsa looked to be trying to get the ball down a little bit more. It's been pretty direct for a lot of the season, but we've got such quality players in the center of the park that we're certainly capable of playing a few different ways. Ball into the box, looking for Lung. Rico to collect.
It certainly looked like Coach Joe Ryan was very aggressive in his offensive selections tonight. There's another foul.
And Dave Lung's asking for that ball, and he's going to ask for it all night long. Anytime he gets isolated in a wide position, one-on-one with a player, he certainly is going to cause problems. So it's good recognition by the midfield to find him out there. And, honestly, a foul there is not the worst option. Him going by you and squaring the ball across the box is probably the most dangerous thing.
All right, here's Santiago Rivera is taking the free kick. He's been dangerous in situations like this all season long.
For a wee man, he can have a go from distance for sure. And you don't know if he's going to hit it or serve a ball in here. I'm looking for him to serve a ball in, though.
Here it comes.
Oh, it's going to be a hit.
Glances off the wall.
Looks like we're going to have a corner. Oh, he's called a handball on top of the box.
How about that? Yeah, indeed he did. Are we going to see a card? No, we'll just see a free kick from closer range.
Yep. And I think we're almost certain to see an effort hopefully on frame from Riveros here.
A four-man wall for Little Rock Rangers. A cluster of green shirts in the box.
And welcome the red watch from Little Rock. Some traveling supporters made the trip today. Here is Riveros.
Sonny's kick. Caught by the goalkeeper, Herrera. Decent effort on target. Tulsa giving the pressure on. Here's Riveros.
Riveros and Lung.
To land.
Not quite on the same page. Still coming away with it. And a good ball.
All the way back to the back line to Vargas.
Vargas is actually returning from an injury he suffered in a game versus Dallas City where he headed a gentleman in the back of the head. He's been wearing sunglasses lately because of two black eyes.
Leung intercepts the pass.
A little Ramona action.
Looking for Coleman. Back to Blackwell. Vargas corrals the ball. Tulsa retreats to the back line. There's Jose Navarro to Ricardio Morris. Morris to Navarro. There's a pass up top. Finds Levi Coleman. Three white shirts converge on the ball and knock it clear, but they cannot make any progress. And there's Jamie Gilbert, first touch of the night.
Well, he's had a couple, and he seems to be sort of that calming presence in the middle of the park, which is something I don't want to say we've lacked a little bit this year, but having an older player with a little bit of experience certainly can be invaluable in the middle of the field.
Blackwell. It's probably the first errant ball we've had tonight. Athletic doing a pretty good job of keeping control and dictating the pace of the game so far. Cross. Goldsmith.
Here's Morris, and he's got Lung on the wing, or did for a minute. Here is Lung. Dave Lung's one of the few players who sometimes is a little bit flash first before proper technique, but it's always a good gauge or barometer to see what kind of night he's going to have. And he has license to do so, his career at the club so far. This is going to be a dangerous ball. Lung's going to get here first. Herrera well off his line.
Punches the ball clear.
And Tulsa showing good discipline not to be susceptible to a counterattack.
Throw in to Little Rock Rangers. Rangers in their all-white kits tonight with the gold numbers.
What a lot of people don't realize either, Toby, is that the loss to Ozark was actually Little Rock's first loss of the season.
That's right.
They've been a team of many draws this year.
And several wins.
And several wins. And it's escorted out by Navarro.
Goal kick to Tulsa Athletic.
Quick shout out to Scott Frohnhofer in Buffalo, A's super fan.
Fans, make sure you stop by the entrance and purchase a raffle ticket for a signed Athletics camo jersey. All proceeds go to help the VFW Post 577.
And some of the proceeds of tonight, like the PA just touched on, are going to our local VFW Chapter 577. It's sort of been the theme with our charity events that we do here. We like for them to benefit all local charities, from our breast cancer charities, Oklahoma Project Woman and BCAP, to our local VFW Chapter 577. A great cause. The boys look good tonight.
They do indeed in the camouflage jerseys. Into any veterans or active duty listening to the podcast tonight, we thank you for your service to our great nation.
Absolutely.
Here's a throw in to Little Rock Rangers. Armory in good voice tonight. In the 11th minute, no score here at LaFortune Stadium between Tulsa Athletic and Little Rock Rangers in a high-stakes regular season finale. There's Riveros looking for Coleman on the right side.
Coleman using his size well here.
Rebel Dent had a goal versus Ozark 2 weeks ago, or last week, had the lone goal in the upset loss.
Yeah, and you touched on it earlier, Toby. Little Rock seemed to be able to get goals from almost anywhere on the field. We actually scored on ourselves in our earlier meeting, a 1-1 draw in Little Rock, as a foul called for, we'll call it bullying, the diminutive Santiago Riveros. But they get goals from all over the field. Their center backs get forward on set pieces. Their strikers can be prolific at times as well. So it's a good test for us to play against this evening, because it's going to require 90 minutes of focus.
Here's Navarro.
Looking for Blackwell.
Looking for Blackwell on the right, playing up from the back line. Gilbert. Ricardo Morris. Rivera, that's Rico. Loose ball, headed down. Here's Santiago. The ball knocked into touch. Throw in to Tulsa Athletic.
Yeah, I think we may have had a head-to-head clash too, which the ref seems to be paying attention to now.
See if we can identify the injured party.
I believe it's Meyer. I don't want to be 100% on that, but it appears to be Meyer.
That's correct. That is Arnie Meyer, number 20.
Went head-to-head, a clash of heads with Joe Garcia, who had to climb the ladder just to be at the dance.
There's the throw in. Loose ball. Riveros headed away. That's Jaden Hoth. That Moquette on the left wing. Meyer.
A good diagonal ball from Little Rock, changing the point of attack.
Fans, as you can see on your monitor, 5 minutes in at the Stryker Sports Complex, there is no score, but the game is underway in Wichita.
Well, the goal in Little Rock, you know, when you look at our direct play, it did come from a direct ball, almost a nothing ball over the top from Riveros. Found Coleman, who bodied his guy off and was able to lob Herrera for a 1-0, short-lived 1-0 lead. So you will see us mixing it up and going for a couple of different kinds of attack this evening.
Seems like an eternity away from when we went to Little Rock, doesn't it, Sonny?
Many moons ago, right?
A long throw.
Long looking to flick on.
Rico. And here come Little Rock on the attack. Finds Denton space. Cross misses everybody, and Blackwell kicks the ball into touch. Throw in coming up for Little Rock Rangers.
And I think here's another example of where Tulsa's going to need to be switched on, because Little Rock's going to look to hit us on some set pieces, some balls in off the sidelines with some long throws. So they do run a couple of plays, look for some picks, and look for some guys to be trying to break loose and find themselves in a dangerous spot in our box. Usually dictated by when a guy starts his throw in from, you know, Hudson Street over there.
There's the throw. Flicked on. That ball is loose. Tackled away. Can Leon get there? Yes, he can.
He's got Levi Coleman on the back post. He's going to score.
Shot, score! Goal, Dave Leung in the 16th minute, and Tulsa Athletic go up 1-0.
He's the man you want to see in form, and he scored in his last 2 games. Dave Leung, the ageless wonder.
A huge goal by Dave Leung on a ball that squirted up from a defensive clearance.
Yeah, Toby and Little Rock are going to be asking for, you know, what looked to be, I don't want to say, it's one of those fouls that maybe outside the box in the middle of the park you get, certainly not going to be given in the box, although they're going to make a claim for it, as we would in our box. But for us to hit them on the break while they're still collecting themselves, smart, and up to take a 1-0 lead.
Assist by number 10, Santiago Riveros.
Credit Riveros with the assist on that goal in the 16th minute.
Yeah, almost a perfectly weighted pass. It toyed with the right back almost.
Dave got that ball. There was not a white shirt within 5 yards.
There wasn't, and he actually had Coleman and another player coming on the back post. I don't know who the second player was. Here is Lung again. He's going to get there first.
Young. And, cleared at the last minute. Look, it could be Nicholas Doyle that made that clearance.
Well, now it's us who are asking for a penalty, as Dave Long certainly was first to the dance there with the touch and paid the price.
There's plenty of soccer left to be played. Little Rock Rangers don't have to go into overdrive just yet.
A little early for the panic button. I think that's a good point, Toby.
And for Little Rock Rangers, really, a tie is good enough tonight for them.
It is, and you know that it's good that you brought that up, because yeah, a tie for Little Rock actually clinches second place.
There's a shot, cleared by Vargas.
Little Rock run a little bit of a screenplay that brings a man open on the far post, so Tulsa's going to have to be awake for that. It's how they got their goal in our away match. Anytime.
Ball batted about in the Tulsa box. Cleared by Joe Garcia. Young can't get there.
Also looking a little bit disorganized right now.
Just a bit. There's Dent. Cross. Caught by Goldsmith.
And the rest of the conference will be pleased to know that Dave Long seems to be walking a little bit gingerly on that leg. I think the contact with the goalkeeper may have left him with a little bit of a knock, but he's just about as tough a player as you'll find.
This just in from the Stryker Sports Complex in Wichita, Kansas. 10 minutes into the match, it's FC Wichita 1, Dallas City 0.
It's a good result for both teams involved in tonight's match. The one thing that could make things very sticky is if Dallas City get 2 wins while they're on their road trip, which would assure them second place. So I would say if I were a betting man, which I am, my money would probably go on FC Wichita. Here's Joe Garcia.
Rico. Dave. Foul on De Leon. Free kick never taken.
I think he's just going to say the ball was moving. Gives us time to regroup and get behind the ball a little bit. We'll take it.
Little Rock building from the back line. Long kick looking for Dent on the right side. The ball headed clear by his opposite number, Ricardo Morris. In the touch. Throw in. Taken by Arnie Meyer. Here's Ulysses Cordova. Missed both games against Ozark FC. Center. Flag up. Offside, but waved off. You know, Sonny, until last week's match against St. Louis, I had no idea you could do that.
Well, it's an interesting rule, actually, because it's in place to favor advantage to come off of the other team's offside, which in my opinion is rare to not. So I would actually be in favor of, if you're offsides, the play should stop and take the free kick. 'Cause too often you see 2 players going after a ball that ends up turning into, a tackle or something like that, only to be called for offsides.
The corner kick coming up, taken by Alejandro Moquette from the right side. Here comes the kick. Here comes Little Rock, a high hanging kick. Goal kick. 22nd minute, Tulsa Athletic 1, Little Rock Rangers 0 here on a unseasonably cool night at LaFortune Stadium. We're glad you're with us. If you are streaming us on your phone while you're at the stadium, we thank you for that too.
Please feel free to give us any stick that you'd like on the YouTube chat side as well, or tweet us. Love to hear from you during the game as Ricardo Morris flicks on.
Here's Rico. Rico's got the ball in space. No call from the referee. To Blackwell. Dent. Ball recovered. Here's Morris.
Good entry.
Levi Coleman. Draws 2 defenders. Back to Morris. Centers the ball. There is Jamie Gilbert.
Yeah, not a lot of width right now, which I'd like to see a little bit more width from Tulsa. Coleman unable to play the ball out for a throw, and it'll be a goal kick to Little Rock.
The number 18, Nicholas Doyle, is center back. The fellow with size, he reminds me a lot of Papa for Dallas City, who we saw plenty of in the home game here.
Sure. A good player, a handful.
The big tall ones the back have been. It's hard to get the ball through him, over him.
Yeah, that type of player. If you can get him isolated one-on-one, you can probably go by him. But anything where he's got some cover, or if it's a ball that they're competing for, it seems like every team in our league has a token. When Joplin has a big player that plays out of the back as well. Dallas City. certainly Wichita as well.
Papa's probably the biggest disruptor I have seen this season that we have faced.
I think that's fair.
Seems, although I do not have the experience in seeing games that you do, Sonny, I think he's probably USL good.
Oh, I don't know. You know, I mean, it's all faster at that level. It's difficult to tell, but he's certainly a handful. He's certainly a handful.
Free kick. Ball on the left wing. Over the byline, and a goal kick to Tulsa Athletic. As we mentioned earlier, we brought a deep bench tonight to the game, and plenty of speed, and they had the opportunity to keep the pressure on offensively and keep fresh bodies on the pitch all night.
Yeah, that's a great point. That's a great point. We have a very deep bench this evening, so I think if it goes to benches, I think it's got to be an advantage to us. However,
go ahead. I'm sorry, Sonny.
Tulsa's continuing to play with fire here by giving away these set pieces. Let's see if they're able to see this one off as well.
Dent up and over.
Skims the crossbar, as they say, right?
It does skim the crossbar. It was not touched by Goldsmith. I look down there, I see the Barbados international Rashad Jules.
Yeah, Jules had a goal against Dominica about a week ago. Another international goal for Rashad Jules. Over the head of Barbados national team captain Ricardo Morris, who also features on the very popular computer game Championship Manager.
No kidding.
It's true. It's true. Our club was on there. It was the moment I realized I had finally made it, when my club was on a video game.
You seeking any royalties off that, Sonny?
I'm sure. I'm sure. They'll be put to good use.
As you know, since you selected me to have this job, there's Dent. This is my first year doing play-by-play in this league. I was surprised at how many teams just in our division alone are non-profit entities and not business
Sure.
entities going forward.
Right.
Dallas City, for instance, and Demise. There's a shot.
Saving block from Navarro there. Important block.
Where their franchise is just merely the top of a youth training program that goes all the way up to the NPSL.
Right. Well, and you see that more and more as players are being developed in this country. You're seeing these teams as a mechanism for your 17, 18, and 19-year-old players to have an option, and your players coming back from college as well.
We do a fairly good job of recruiting players from all over the land to play for us and into the Caribbean, apparently.
I'll look for almost any excuse to travel the globe. So yes, this certainly constitutes that.
Here comes another corner kick. That is Moquette taking a corner in the 28th minute. Here comes the rush. Here's the corner. Looks like that glanced off of the Hoth.
You haven't played off Vargas for yet another Little Rock corner.
Fans, don't forget to stop by the merch table for the end of the season sales.
Here it comes. A whistle. I'm not sure why the referee blew the whistle there.
Well, I don't think he was done with his conversation with the hand games going on in the box.
Here's Moquette's corner. Hoth. Ball swing popcorned around in the Tulsa box. Over the byline, and a goal kick for Tulsa Athletic.
Goldsmith, Route 1.
There's a loose ball in the Tulsa Athletic half. Like Moquette trying to bull Vargas off the ball.
Yeah, Vargas is probably the last person you're going to bully off of the ball, but for pace, he had to be well positioned, and he did the job. Well done from Vargas. Good, dangerous, probing ball from Little Rock as well.
Here's a throw in. Ball rolls by Hoth. Here's Vargas. Not Vargas, Riveros. Dent, foul. Free kick coming to Little Rock Rangers at about...
well, and in terms of the impact of that, I think probably a little theatrics here, as Santiago Riveros is, 128 pounds soaking wet. So, but with a 1-0 lead, we'll take the timeout.
Robel Dent. Well, in a game where the clock does not stop for any reason, perhaps sometimes particularly on a hot day, the theatrics are in order just to get anybody a drink.
Sure.
Before we restart. Another foul. That's a dangerous spot for a free kick.
It is, and Vargas needs to be smarter there as the player. Even if he's first to get his touch, he's still going away from goal. It's a good place to be composed, keep the space minimal, and make him play backwards there. So that option's certainly less dangerous than giving them a free kick from 25 yards out.
That's Moquette getting ready to take the free kick.
And again, watch the screen for the player to be released on the back post, and then usually a ball to be knocked back across the box. There's the spinning man going around to the back post.
Here he goes. There's the shot. Ball cleared by Vargas. There's Dent. Covered by Morris, 1-on-1.
Expertly done by Morris. And you see the very rare off the flag and in.
Nicely done.
Very nicely done.
Meyer has to head the ball all the way back to Herrera. Wearing his high visibility green boots and gloves tonight.
No one's missing him. I'm hoping that no planes land here while we're playing this evening.
Foul. And a caution.
Yeah, Vargas needs to be careful. He's been second in a couple of times now. Vargas debating,
Yellow
but
card.
for me, he's been second a couple of times.
It was a just yellow card, I thought, in the 32nd minute.
Yellow card to the Tulsa Athletics, number 3, Gustavus Vargas.
Free kick to Tulsa, to Little Rock Rangers. And that is Robel Dent.
And he spins around, look for the ball in the back.
Oh, Rico deflects the free kick.
Yeah, they're going to call it back as encroachment, and it probably was. It probably was.
And a yellow card to Rico.
Tulsa's going to need to be a little bit smarter here.
In the 33rd.
Yellow card to Tulsa, number 20, Rico.
There are no good things about playing on a high school football field, but one of the things that it does was show you about exactly how many yards 10 is.
Free kick, deflected.
Goldsmith with a
Saved by
necessary touch.
Goldsmith.
A necessary touch there.
Corner coming up. Moquette setting up for another corner kick. Swings out.
That's a free header. That's a free header, and he's gonna be regretting not tucking that away as well. That's as good of a chance as Little Rock is gonna get. You wanna score a goal. A header from 5 yards away is an excellent opportunity.
Agreed. They should be knocking them down, and not up though.
That's right.
So just did not glance in a favorable way for Little Rock Rangers. Result in a goal kick for Tulsa Athletic here in the 34th minute. Tulsa Athletic 1, Little Rock Rangers 0. There is a long goal kick taken by Goldsmith, headed up by Hoff. And a foul. Free kick to Tulsa Athletic.
The ref's a little busy on the whistle right now, as I didn't really see anything wrong with that from either player.
Hasn't been an unusually physical game, but
No, not too chippy.
no, I don't necessarily feel like the referee has to rein it in before it gets out of hand. There's Leung, wide, nice pass.
Great service in. Nice flat driven ball, easy to attack.
Did everything but go in the net.
Dave Lung will apply a little pressure here.
Arnie Meyer with the ball. Back to the goalkeeper, Herrera. Leung keeps the pressure on. And here comes Riveros. Deflects the ball on the touch. A throw-in for Little Rock Rangers.
Jamie Gilbert.
There we go. Vargas beats one man. Finds Leung. Ball taken by Jordan Bates. There's Hoth.
Goldsmith's going to cut this out pretty easily. He's going to go to Blackwell. He's got a little bit of space.
Blackwell.
Not a lot of pressure there, Toby's going to need to put a better final ball in the box.
Long ball to the right side, chested down by Dent. The mighty Hoth wins a throw-in.
Good intensity in the middle from Rico. Not giving his man time to turn, making his only option to play back, and even then still applying some pressure.
Bias Athletic time to get back on defense. Garcia out-jumped.
Out-heighted, you might even be able to say.
Oh, nice by Tyrone Blackwell. There's Joe. High kick. Whistle. And a free kick.
It appears that Joe Garcia now knows what Nike tastes like. You have the binoculars. Nike or Adidas? Direct ball for Leung. Here is Joe Garcia.
There's Joe. Dave Leung. Just misses Joe Garcia. And the ball corralled by Little Rock Rangers.
Well, the early goal for Tulsa might mean that this is not the most exciting game at the moment, as we're going to sit back and not apply a lot of pressure in their defensive third.
Dent finds Arnie Meyer on the right side. Here's a cross. Up and over to the roof of the net. A goal kick coming up. Well,
that being said, though, Toby, Little Rock have done a good job to be patient. you know, it's not a situation where they're down a goal and they're looking to open up immediately. Sometimes you see a team get concede and then they want to immediately grab the goal back and they give up an additional goal because they get frazzled and they try and open up and get too aggressive. So I can respect the way Little Rock has approached their deficit and just sort of sitting in, being patient, waiting till the ball is on, waiting for the opportunities to present themselves. Tulsa's done a pretty good job keeping their shape, though.
Right. The most important thing at this point in the game, really late in the first half, is not to go down 2 goals by being too aggressive. One-on-one battle between Navarro and number 9, Leonardo Ferri.
Yeah, Leonardo DeFerri is a great college player. He had 11 goals last year. I want to say he is Little Rock's leading scorer this year as well. He's a senior at an NAIA school in Missouri.
Got the game winner against Wichita.
He did. He's a good Brazilian option for Little Rock.
All right, teaching moment coming in here, Sonny. Why did Curtis field the ball instead of letting the ball go over the byline for the goal kick?
Oh, I don't know. Probably so that he can bring it out to where he wants, maybe set it down. Actually, he might be able to kill a little bit more time and have a better option or a better chance of keeping possession by keeping the ball in play, whereas a goal kick usually is just sort of route one right up the pitch.
Morris to Navarro. Back to Curtis. Oh, no. The whistle.
You want to have a relaxed goalkeeper on the ball in possession, but sometimes not that relaxed, right?
Right. Indeed. I had a little flashback to Dallas City.
Well, these things happen.
They do happen.
These things happen. Tulsa seeming content to try and find 4'11" Joe Garcia on goal kicks.
Here's Rico. Vargas and loose ball shot. Wide. Oh, that was scary from Alejandro Moquette.
Those are the types of lapses in concentration that in a conference as close as ours can lead to, points being dropped in the table. The Athletics really get away with one there.
More than one in the first half with Tulsa have gotten away with. They're living very dangerously in the back here in the dying minutes of the first half.
Too composed, I think, maybe the way to put it, right?
Let's go with that. Doyle back to Herrera. Yeah, since the goal, Tulsa Athletic really have not seen much of the ball in their attacking half.
No, and you want to see, just because you're up a goal, you still want to create chances.
Goldsmith wins the foot race to that ball.
Dave Long,
There's
great flick for
Levi Coleman. Levi, couldn't control it. Goal kick to Little Rock Rangers. As we go into the 43rd minute, Tulsa Athletic 1, Little Rock Rangers 0 on a all-important season-ending weekend. Dallas City FC down a goal at Wichita in the first half. Dallas City have 2 games in 24 hours this weekend as they will be going straight to Springfield, Missouri to play Demise NPSL at a 2 p.m. start.
Yeah, that would make it, 18 and a half hours between games.
And Dallas City really is not a team that likes to go deep into its bench either.
At times you could say they don't really bring one.
They do take up a lot of space in the van.
They did. Great leave.
Shot!
Riveros.
Up and over.
And that's great combination play on top of the box right there. If you're going to be creative and you want to be calm on the ball, the creative third would probably be the ideal place to do it. Unlucky to not double our lead there through Riveros.
Athletic need to be very careful not to give up a cheap equalizer here in the last couple of minutes of the half. It's Rico putting some pressure on the ball.
Yeah, he's had a good half this half. You know, I think he's been sort of the catalyst for winning the ball back. He's not really playing a true 6 or a true holding midfielder, just one of the 3 in the middle.
Oh, Morris.
Moore showing his strength.
Knocking Din off the ball. And here comes Tulsa Athletic the other way. Joe Garcia to Rico. Rico finds some space and finds Tyrone Blackwell. Passing much more crisp than I've seen in the last couple of games for Athletic. Here's Navarro. All the way back to Goldsmith. I love those camouflage jerseys.
Very sharp, very sharp. This is going to be Riveros.
Riveros. Oh, hit the referee.
An expert, a deft touch by the ref there. Dangerous ball in.
Very dangerous ball, but covered, cleared by the Athletic defense. Headed in the midfield, still up for grabs. There's Hoth. Hoth finding Josiah Ireland on the left side. It's pass deflected by Blackwell. Not cleared by Vargas. We should be getting a stoppage time number before too long. Foul. Free kick.
Tulsa continuing to flirt with free kicks from 30 yards out.
Free kick. Here it comes. Cleared by that Levi that came all the way back to clear that ball. Sure was.
Dave Long, maybe. Well, you're right. You're absolutely right. It was Coleman. That's going to be a...
No foul.
That's a foul.
That was a foul.
Yeah.
Looked like he was going to call the advantage, and he decided not to.
He actually did call the advantage. You got Dave Long potentially going on a break there. I think it's a really good call. A sensational-looking foul. Gets the crowd's attention, but at the end of the day, the ref let us have a chance to carry on with advantage. That didn't occur. Brings it back for a free kick. I hope this isn't being recorded, but well done, ref.
Navarro. A little pushing and shoving there near the ball.
Well, and Vargas needs to be careful because
Vargas already on a yellow card.
He's already on a yellow, and you're gonna get some of that ball in for Leong.
Leong, just over his head. Goal kick here in stoppage time in the first half. Headed down.
2 minutes of extra time on the first half.
2 minutes of added time. It's Rico. Dave Leong. Ball kicked into touch. Levi Coleman taking the throw in. Nope.
That's going to be Morris. Morris will probably
Morris.
put with only a few seconds left. He's probably going to put one, look for something indirect to Dave Long.
Long throw. Back to Jamie Gilbert.
That's going to do it for the first half, Toby. 1-0 to us. Beautiful night in Tulsa. We'll take it.
That's right. That is the halftime whistle. At the half here at LaFortune Stadium, Tulsa Athletic 1, Little Rock Rangers 0. We will be back to review the first half and look ahead to the second half right after this.
Are you suffering from stuff? Stuff you don't know how to get rid of? Go to TulsaRefuse.org. Learn how to get rid of stuff easily and properly. TulsaRefuse.org. Just give us a click. It's that simple.
Hey everyone! Video content marketing is exploding right now on Facebook, Instagram, and other social media platforms, and becoming more and more important in everyday business use. In fact, 54% of senior executives share work-related videos with colleagues each week. Also, just using the word video in an email subject line can get 19% more people to open it up and see what you have to say. So what's holding businesses back from creating more videos? Well, 43% of marketers say they'd create more video content if there were no obstacles like time, resources, and budget. We've eliminated those roadblocks for you, making it easy to create videos here in the Creative State Studio, providing the perfect backdrop for your videos. We'll do everything for you, write the script, provide talent, graphics, editing, and much more at a very affordable price. All you have to do is send us a message or visit creativestate.com and start creating video content today.
Stuff. When you don't want it, what do you do with it? Go to TulsaRefuse.org. There, you'll learn what to do with stuff you don't know what to do with. Just give us a click. TulsaRefuse.org. It's what you do when you don't know what to do with stuff.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. It's actually why we wanted to talk to you today. Did you know people spend on average 2.6 times more time on pages with video than without? In fact, 52% of marketing professionals worldwide name video as the type of content with the best ROI. And marketers who use video grow revenue 49% faster than non-video users. We've created an easy, affordable way for you to create high-quality professional videos here in the Creative State Studio. We'll create the backdrop, write the script, provide talent, graphics, editing, and we can even stream it live on your Facebook page. Start reaching more customers today by sending us a message or visiting creativestate.com.
Remember, cans, paper and cardboard, hard plastics, and glass bottles go in the blue container. Focus on the forward, Tulsa. A message from the city of Tulsa.
Toby Moore back at LaFortune Stadium with the athletic legend Sonny D'Alessandro. At the half, it's Tulsa Athletic 1, Little Rock Rangers 0. Here's some halftime stats for you. For the homestanding Tulsa Athletic, 6 shots, 3 on target, 8 fouls, 2 yellow cards, 1 on Gustavo Vargas in the 32nd minute and 1 on Rico in the 33rd. Our lone goal scored in the 16th minute by Dave Leung, set up on a counterattack by Santiago Riveros. For Little Rock Rangers, 5 shots, 1 on target, 9 fouls committed, no yellow cards, and 4 corner kicks. Sonny, your thoughts on the first half?
Yeah, you know, it was interesting. The goal, obviously you want to see your team go up, but I would have liked to have seen us really try and establish a dominant position after scoring. Instead, we, in my opinion, Toby, I think we were a little too early to sit in and defend. I would have liked to have seen us press a little bit more still, but, you know, up 1-0, you can't really complain about too much. I think that if we continue to give away free kicks and corner kicks, eventually that could come back to haunt us. So cleaning it up a little bit around the back and a couple of sharper decisions here and there, I think the boys can finish the job. You know, for Little Rock, you know, maybe try and establish a little bit more possession in the center of the park, leading to attacking us from some different points of the field. But all in all, a fairly even match. You know, it's what you would expect in a battle for the 2 seed type of game like tonight is.
Right. Well, the second half is getting ready to start. I look down the bench. I would not be surprised to see T. Rashad Jules or Tarek Salga should come in as fresh legs on the front end.
Yeah, you know, I see Jacques Francois warming up. He's obviously a lethal player. Just denied a goal in the friendly on Thursday night, and had an assist in the home game against Dallas City as well. He served his suspension for the red card he received in that game. So he's back and he's hungry. You know, he's a player who was playing in the USL last year for San Antonio. So he's got a little bit of a chip on his shoulder and something to prove. So hopefully tonight's going to be a proving ground for him to do that.
Right. Well, both teams are back out on the pitch. Second half is just about to start, and it looks like Francois is...
Looks like Coleman. Looks like he's going to be coming on for Coleman. So we're going to have a little bit of added pace there. Might drop off a little bit in terms of a pure finisher. Levi Coleman's about as good as you'll find in this league as far as getting around the goal and being able to bury it, but he's probably going to be able to get in maybe some more dangerous positions, and that's what he's done the past few games for us, is be able to get up the line and play a dangerous ball across, just like the goal we saw against Dallas City. Beats his man, squares the ball, Joe Garcia, goal.
And here he comes now.
The Haitian sensation, right?
That's right.
It's the easy one, the easy layup Haitian nickname.
For those of you following the rest of the league tonight, we are at the half in Wichita at the Stryker Sports Complex. Wichita FC up 1-0 to Dallas City. Should these results hold up regardless of tomorrow's outcome, Tulsa Athletic would have a number 2 seed.
I believe if we would be superior on goal difference by a fairly unreasonable amount, unless Dallas City won 9-0 over Joplin. I would have to check the goal difference exactly, but...
Actually, the first tiebreaker in the NPSL is head-to-head results among tied teams. We would have 7 points among our 4 games with Little Rock and Dallas. Little Rock would have 5, Dallas would have 4.
Toby, I may have to exchange my seat on the National Board of Advisors, or my Regional Board of Advisors seat, just because of your superior knowledge of the tie-breaking rules. Well done, sir. Well done. You've earned your place. Just about ready to go here in the second half.
That's right. Little Rock Rangers will be kicking off to start the second half. They are going right to left on your computer screen.
Yep, these first 5 minutes are going to be pivotal for both clubs.
On the field, number 11, Jacques Francois, coming on for number 9, Levi Coleman.
It's our first substitution of the night.
Cardio Morris, excellent ball along the ground.
Here's Francois.
Not
A little too long. And a goal kick coming up.
Yeah, good feet by Morris though, coming out of the back, putting a little bit of a tight spot there, able to chop himself free, and weighted past just a little too heavy. Like you and I right now, right? About 5 pounds too heavy.
Okay. Probably at 25 pounds too heavy, but I'm down 30.
Well done, Toby. Season's not over yet, right?
Oh no.
Oh, and the joys of playing in front of a supporters group. Herrera is going to be in for another long half.
I'm sure they don't get violent though, Sonny. Just loud.
Only words of praise, I'm sure.
Of course. Here's Herrera taking the goal kick. Second half just getting underway.
Header well won by Gilbert.
There's Hoth to Josiah Ireland. Blackwell to Gilbert. Hoth plays the ball back to his own goalkeeper. Leung puts pressure on the ball. Ball is cleared, headed back by Blackwell. Here's Jacques Francois, had it only for a moment. And here comes Little Rock Rangers. Now the ball falls harmlessly to Curtis Goldsmith. He was either that or a sure offside call.
Yeah, it looked like Faria drifted offsides and thought better not to meaninglessly chase the ball. Here's Rico.
In the touch. Throw in to Little Rock Rangers. God, Jaden Hobbs a monster too.
Morris finding the feet of Francois.
Oh, that's through and way too long to be dangerous. Put right back into play. I'm sure Tulsa Athletic was happy to keep the ball in the midfield for the rest of the match. There goes Rico. Finding Joe Garcia. A little late.
Well, and the center back did just enough to put him off and ensure that the ball arrived to the goalkeeper Herrera without an issue or a little toe poke from Joe Garcia. Toe Garcia, so to speak, right?
Right.
It's too easy. Well, and that's called
There's a foul.
That's clearly a foul. Also known in America as a backpack.
A backpack.
Yes.
That would be your Gabriel Viola committing that foul. And that long pass misses everybody, and it's popped up in the air by Navarro. Garcia loses the ball to Viola. Because Viola is swiftly moving the ball right into touch. Throw in for Tulsa Athletic.
Indeed.
50th minute here at LaFortune Stadium. 1-0 to Tulsa Athletic. And 1-0 to FC Wichita. Athletic looking for a home game on Wednesday night in the playoff with a good result today. And a little help.
And a little help. And a little help. Little Rock changing the point of attack. It's going to fall short.
Just a bit.
Riveros to Blackwell.
Leung. Foul. Foul on Rico. Free kick quickly taken by Little Rock Rangers. There's Viola. And that one goes past everybody. Over the byline for a goal kick to Tulsa Athletic. Goldsmith takes the goal kick. That was a little bit dangerous. It looks like it's going to be a throw into Tulsa Athletic.
Deep in our own end, probably regretting not going route one with the goal kick now, I would say.
Rico. Throw into Tulsa Athletic. Curtis Goldsmith with a save in the first half. The University of the Pacific product looking for his second clean sheet in as many games tonight.
Well, let's find some wood and knock on that. But Goldsmith's an interesting goalkeeper. You know, Pacific had one of the worst seasons in 2015 and then was the most improved program in NCAA Division I last year, actually making the tournament where they lost to eventual champion Stanford in the first round. But to go from a 2-15-1 season to a 10-11-12 win season is quite a feat. And Goldsmith anchoring the back for the University of the Pacific was quite a testament to his quality.
Little Rock Rangers getting the ball out of their own end, but into touch for a throw in. That's Ricardo Morris taking the throw.
Looking to play off long. And Coach Ryan and McCurdy sort of have that bend but don't break defensive mentality, and you can see it. You know, we're willing to give them a diagonal ball, hit 60 yards. But we want to tempt balls sort of like that, I think. You know, make it very difficult for them to find dangerous spots around the field. So at time it can be a little bit nervy, but, you know, as of right now, it's been effective.
It appears most attacks in the NPSL, there's a high long ball in there someplace.
Right.
Not exactly a league you're going to see 15 quick passes on the ground that sets up.
Sometimes, well, you know, it's one of those things too, Toby. The risk reward of a long diagonal ball. If you lose the ball, well, the other team has to go 80 yards to be dangerous. And if you're able to connect a long ball like that, well, now all of a sudden you have possession deep in your opposition's third. So
not unlike punting at midfield on 4th and 1.
Exactly. Well won by Vargas. He's found Francois.
There's Jacques Francois. Foul, yes. Free kick to Tulsa Athletic.
Gabby Viola voicing his displeasure. Here's Francois wide. Here's where he's been dangerous for us this year. Skips by one. He's going to get the foul. He sets you up and then dips that shoulder. Very dangerous player.
That's Santiago looks like he's going to take this one. That's close enough to be a dangerous kick.
Certainly for service. I don't know if this is the angle maybe to hit one from, but Santiago was one of the leading assist men in all of NCAA Division I last season at Oral Roberts University, and a lot of it were corner kicks and set pieces from this range. So look for a dangerous ball here. Look for Vargas to shake free. Dave Long's always dangerous. You got Jose Navarro and Jack Francois in there as well.
That one looked batted down and a little bit closer than 10 yards.
I got to agree with you on both. The player himself seemed to react as like, maybe I did not hand that ball, which typically means that he did.
Our steadfast intern Frankie in the booth.
Sandwich is delivered. Freaky fast.
Dave Leung tripped. That's a free kick to Tulsa Athletic.
Funny story about Dave Long in Little Rock. The first time we played Little Rock, he came off of the bench in the 87th minute, and his first touch off the crossbar. Nearly had the first touch goal, which we would have promptly subbed him out probably as well. One and done, right? One and done.
Right. Kind of your passing completion record here at Tulsa Athletic Sunday.
Right.
Here's your free kick.
Gilbert first two, but just over. And the touch from the Armory, just about what you would expect it to be. About 15 yards off their foot.
Goal kick coming up for Carlos Herrera. A long kick past everybody, but batted down and then cleared.
He's got Francois.
He's got Francois on the left side. Francois fights off one Ranger, but there's backup.
Well, but that's the effort we need, from our forwards, tracking back, making life miserable for them trying to play out of the back. That's going to make Little Rock very uncomfortable. So you got to, regardless of the result of Francois in possession, the work ethic to get back and make life difficult for Little Rock is going to be what sees us to 3 points this evening.
Absolutely. It looks like we have some action on the athletic bench.
Yeah, Johnny Chavez warming up.
He's putting on the number 17 shirt, it looks like. There's almost.
Chavez actually, when the Athletics played the Legends, scored the winning goal for the Legends, showing that he still had some form, something left in the tank. So we've had him in around training this week, and he's looked great. Hopefully he can impact the game. Tackle well won by Gilbert.
Headed down by Navarro. Rico. Blackwell. Dave Leon heads that one.
Yeah, Garcia's going to need a little bit. Garcia's going to need a better touch there.
Athletic playing with a little more energy here in the second half. We're in the 59th minute. Tulsa Athletic 1. Shot! Goal!
Yeah, just a little too loose there. Navarro was unable to turn his hips, and appears to be Fari, the danger man.
Leonardo Fari. He equalizes in the 59th minute.
Toby, we've got ourselves a ball game, right?
We do indeed. Tulsa Athletic 1, Little Rock Rangers 1, under a full moon in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yeah, it's a shame, too. We had a nice spell of play going there. Looked like we were moving around. Francois had been found isolated a couple of times.
Chavez coming off field number 10, Santiago Riveros.
Johnny Chavez comes on at right forward, replacing number 10, Santiago Riveros for Tulsa.
Well, and they say the best time to hit back is when you've been hit. So, see how Tulsa responds.
Looks like it may happen here with Joe Garcia taking a free kick. Here's the kick. Shot.
Goal for Little Rock number 9, Rio Prairie.
Another shot across the mouth of the goal. And over the byline. Goal kick. We're at the hour mark here at LaFortune Stadium. Tulsa Athletic 1. Little Rock Rangers 1 in a pivotal regular season finale. Leung. Looking for Chavez. Garcia. Gilbert in the touch. And a throw in to Little Rock Rangers.
Good ball from Gilbert to find Francois.
It's Gilbert. Chavez. Offside?
He's called the ball just having left the pitch. It's called a throw in for Little Rock.
Throw in Little Rock.
Garcia wins it back well.
Chavez. Gilbert. Continues forward. Foul. Free kick to Little Rock Rangers.
There's the diagonal ball again.
And another one.
Ball into the box. Searching ball. Just missing his intended target, like Cordova.
What a goal kick. And as we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, Little Rock Rangers would take this result right now and go.
Yeah, I think so. You know, I mean, you come to Tulsa, if you can get anytime you can get a point, I think without sounding too conceited, I think you take that. So they're in a spot right now where they're probably going to make us chase the game a little bit, and Chavez will. And Chavez,
here comes Ricky Chavez.
and that's Jacques Francois.
There it is. And Tulsa have gone back ahead 2-1.
Just an effort goal, and Jacques Francois, the man at the top of the box, coolly slots with the right foot, far post. Best time to hit back is when you've been hit, right,
That's
Toby?
That's right. Jacques Francois puts Tulsa Athletic ahead 2-1 in the 64th minute. And that's a different color smoke coming up now, eh, Sonny?
Yeah, the changing of the colors of the smoke, right? And game on again.
Game on again, and
hopefully we can see this ignite Tulsa a little bit. With a 1-0 lead, we looked a little bit flat. We looked like Little Rock looked the more dangerous side, the more desperate side, chasing the game a little bit, but at the same time they looked more active, more dangerous. So hopefully after this goal, our response can be to continue to pressure Little Rock and, you know, create some more chances, not just sit in, try and sit on a 1-goal lead for a half hour. So
no, we need to keep the pressure on here. And with less than half an hour to play in the match, Little Rock Rangers are going to be forced to be aggressive here to get the equalizer.
and that's gone out for a goal kick.
Goal kick coming up.
Updated score: Wichita 2, Dallas 0.
So a nice little turn there on the scoreline as Wichita takes a 2-goal lead, doubles their lead, and we presently sit in second place.
On a live table, you are
On a
absolutely
live
right.
table. On a live table, we're where we want to be.
Here come Little Rock. Hoth to Viola. Hoth's shot over the goal and wide left of the goal post at the same time. No points, no goal.
No, he's actually cleared a fence behind the track, but it has stopped just short of Hudson Street. So hit with power, to say the least. Hit with power.
Absolutely. That's okay. I think we have other game balls.
We do.
Curtis Goldsmith. Hits that down Route 1, as you said.
Route 1.
There's
Up and in.
foul.
Not a lot in that for me, Toby. I think everyone's going in hard and fair there, so their man got the worst of it, but boots are flying. Both teams getting stuck in to try and get a result.
Indeed. That was number 4, Jordan Bates. Down on the play. Dent. Keeps the ball in play.
Gustavo Vargas getting a piece of it.
Chavez.
Chavez, and it has to say he's certainly been impactful since he's come on. His hard work's created the front end of that goal.
Diagonal pass. In trouble. Goal.
Little Rock answers back. Toby, he did the Cristiano Ronaldo celebration there after a goal. What are your thoughts?
I don't really have one on the Cristiano Ronaldo celebration. I don't watch a whole lot of La Liga.
Happiness makes you do some silly things, right?
It does.
Well, we're in an exciting game.
We are indeed. With that
Little Rock goal scored by number 23,
Alejandro
Alejandro
Marquette.
Marquette.
In the 67th
Substitution
minute.
for Little Rock coming on the field, number 12, Trevor Reed. In for number 6, Ulysses Capicognoma.
Trevor Reed, an interesting story. He is an NS player at Northeastern State alongside Joe Garcia. Good friends off the field and on the field for the fall months.
Little Rock Rangers equalize, and it is game on in the 68th minute. Tulsa Athletic needing a result.
Trying to pick out Francois. Pleased with the ball, just not quite where it needed to be. But I certainly agree with getting Jockey one-on-one over there is going to be a dangerous thing for Little Rock.
Looks like a couple more substitutions coming in for Tulsa Athletic. That looks like Nick Downs and Tariq Salkachik coming into the game on the next break.
Yeah, I think we're going to see Downs for Morris, and I'll be curious to see who's coming off for Salkachik, or who Salkachik is coming on for.
Rico. Blackwell.
Rico doing well to create space for himself.
There's
Finds
Joe Garcia. Leung. Garcia.
Garcia,
Goal!
3-2.
Joe Garcia puts Tulsa Athletic up 3-2 in the 69th minute.
And I encourage anyone at this point following us on Twitter to go ahead and watch the game on YouTube. It's going to be a lot more entertaining for you. Joe Garcia, fantastic goal. I believe that moves him to joint leading scorer, if not our actual leading scorer right now. The man finds the ball in the box. Great little touch from Dave Lung right there, setting him up. Did well with his chance.
Absolutely.
3-2.
That's a goal and an assist for Dave Leung tonight. And here are the substitutions we were discussing earlier. Nick Downs is coming onto the pitch. And
Looks like it's
Tariq-
going to be Dave Lung,
Dave
so it
Lung.
looks like they're going to be going to a 4-4-2.
Joe Garcia, assisted by number 14, Dave Long.
There's Salkachik.
Salkachik, a very cool player in possession.
That was Morris that Downs came in for. Good eye, Sonny.
Salkachik actually represented the United States in the Under-17 World Cup.
Coming off the field, number 14,
So the
Dave
pedigree
Long.
is
On the
certainly
field,
there.
number 5, Nick Downs coming off the field for number 2, Ricardo Morris.
The incomparable Q on the PA, keeping our live audience informed.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Indeedy.
I was a little disappointed. I offered free bagels last time, and no one took the offer up. It no longer stands, only on the basis that no one went.
I'm watching my carbs, Sonny.
All right. Blackwell does well to get a toe in.
Oh, between the wickets. Hey, gets the ball back. And gets the ball down the pitch.
Finds Francois.
And the shot, Francois. Ball goes all the way back to the Little Rock Ranger half. 72nd minute. Tulsa up 3-2 in what has been a very entertaining second half. Long cross cleared.
Well said, Toby. Here's going to be Salkicic's first touch.
Here he goes. Has his man beat. Finds Chavez on the right wing. Too strong.
Yeah, Chavez pulled his run up just there for a second, and that little hitch causes the ball to go out for a throw.
Here comes the substitution for Little Rock Rangers. It's Ferdinand Matebu coming into the game, and it looks like he is taking the place of Alejandro Moquet.
Could be. I would suspect an attacking option. Little Rock can start throwing caution to the wind, and and trying to get their points on the road.
Coming on the field, number 13, Jaden Hope.
Oh, that was Jaden Hoth, not Moquet.
Apologies to all families involved in the mix-up.
I blame those gold numbers.
Here's Rico, who's been excellent tonight.
He has had quite a high work rate tonight from Rico. There's Salkicic. He beats 3 Rangers, still has the ball. Chavez and Garcia are on side. If he can find him, there's Chavez. It's a cross. That's stopped by Doyle. Chavez, Salkicic.
Very silky.
Looking for a little space. Chavez, Salkicic.
The two played together at ORU for 2 years, so don't be surprised if there's some chemistry there. It's Little Rock breaks.
And here come Tulsa Athletic.
Well cut out by Jose Navarro.
Tulsa back four really needs to stay organized and disciplined here in the last 15 minutes or so.
That's a good point. It'll be curious to see how well Tulsa remain organized in the back and continue to communicate in what's become a high-scoring affair. Who can pump the proverbial brakes on the goals first?
Viola to Doyle. Dent. No. It's cross, low, cleared. Viola.
That's a foul.
Oh, there's a foul. Gabriel Viola knocking Turek Salkicic to the floor. Free kick to Tulsa Athletic.
Viola hasn't been shy about going through the back, too. He's certainly a competitor. He's probably got to watch himself. Is he on a yellow presently?
There are no yellow cards for Little Rock Rangers at this time.
Presently. Well, then I will go on air saying that I think that should have been a yellow card, Toby, for repeated similar fouls.
Little Rock Rangers win the ball back and then kick the ball on the touch. Throw in to Tulsa Athletic.
Yeah, that was Joe Garcia chasing down college teammate Trevor Reed there.
If you are in the Tulsa Athletic camp this late in the game, you're probably holding your breath every time the ball is in possession of a white shirt. Rico. Francois. In the touch. Throw in, Tulsa Athletic.
Well, and that space that Rico was able to find there is a good sign that the game's starting to get a little bit stretched now, as both Little Rock are trying to press for a goal. Tulsa, with a little bit of patience, should be able to find a little bit of space. A lot of little bits there.
Gilbert. Blackwell. Salkachik. Finds Rico on the right side. Beats one man. There's a cross. Too low. Still in the air. 4 headers. Still controlled by Little Rock Rangers. The pass to nowhere.
I think he was trying to pick the right back out getting forward, but just played in between the right winger and the right back. So into touch, Tulsa throw in.
The Tulsa throw in indeed.
Well, and Toby, Salkachich is the player you want on right now. You know, I mean, when you're trying to slam the door on a team and they're pressing, the most frustrating thing as a team pressing is not being able to win the ball back. And Salkachich in possession is going to provide that for Tulsa. So look for that. I believe we're going to see Jamie Gilbert coming off soon. He looked to motion over. I think maybe he's been hobbled or hampered with a little niggling injury.
Sonny, this late in a game like this, how much of a factor is fatigue for the players that have been there since the start of the match?
Well, you know, it just depends from player to player. You know, if you pick up an early knock early on like Dave Lung did, maybe tonight's only a 60-minute night. But some players are able to push through it. It just depends. Jamie's a guy who just came into camp, and he's pushing 80 minutes having played 92 nights ago. So his fitness should be near returned after tonight, but I can certainly see why after 80 hard minutes against a very difficult Little Rock side, you might be looking over to the bench to see what the options look like.
It looks like it's Gavin Gillies coming in for Little Rock Rangers on the next break. Whistle.
Toby, he appears to be a giant human as well.
He's a pretty big fella.
He's a big fella, so it looks like they're going to be looking to...
I think is that Dent coming off?
Coming on field, number 19, Gavin Gillies. Coming on field, number 2, Roel Dent.
That is, in fact, Dent.
Dent was dangerous tonight. Dent was certainly dangerous tonight.
He was dangerous tonight as Gillies taking his spot on the right wing. There he is. Vargas. Shove it. It's pushed to the floor. No call.
Yeah, looking to connect with Francois. Quick ball up the line. Not able to get the contact that he needed.
Gilbert. Salkachik. I think Garcia.
Here's Johnny Chavez, one-on-one.
Now 1-on-3. But the ball goes into touch, and it looks like a throw in for...
Well, and that's a great example of the player Gabby Viola is for Little Rock as well. Isolated in the 80th minute, you know, one of your attacking-minded players is back defending our last forward, doing whatever it takes to get Little Rock equalized in this match. Here's Nick Downs.
Shot! Over the goal.
Downsy can hit one, too. In training, it's not shy about pulling one up from 30, 25 yards out and finding the frame. So
wow, and I thought only his throw-ins were cannon shots.
Yeah, it's dangerous from all over.
Here's long goal kick from Herrera. Having a rough night back there. That is Matebu. Cross. Shot. Deflected.
Good block by Blackwell.
That might have been a game saver. There's Matebu again on the left side. That ball towed by Vargas. Give him everything he can handle over there. Cross too long.
Yep, good pressure here by Downs. It's done just enough to put it out in the touch.
Less than 10 minutes plus stoppage time in the regular season.
Here's a throw for Francois, and he's got Chavez on early if he can get rid of it. I don't think he saw him there.
It is a throw into Little Rock Rangers. Herrera, long kick. Joe Garcia.
Here's
Salkacic.
Salkacic.
That pass on the ground.
I think it's a shot to feet, maybe.
That one goes into touch.
Updated score, Wichita 3, Dallas 0.
3-0 now at the Stryker Soccer Complex in Wichita to Wichita FC.
Well, I can't go without saying that Wichita still has a lot to play for, as well as they're probably not getting ahead of themselves, but looking at what the national seedings look like for hosting. So you're not going to see them lay up and play some reserve players tonight. They're going to give Dallas City almost everything they have. So.
No, because of the seeding for home games, knowing how deep you go in the playoffs, every point counts even now.
Correct. Of the 80 teams last year, Tulsa was actually the number 2 seed with an 11-1 record. Rico into Francois.
Right now, we're right down the middle. Oh, that was nice by Rico. Taking on 3 defenders.
Great feat. And then maybe a little extracurricular pull there.
Foul. Rico on a yellow card. Should probably be careful here. We are in the 83rd minute. Tulsa Athletic 3, Little Rock Rangers 2. Tulsa looking for a home game on Wednesday night.
Well up Jamie Gilbert. It's a ball into the feet, finding Chavez. Not able to hold it.
Is number 19, Gavin Gillies.
Yep, Joe Garcia doing well to close, reach deep, make a 40-yard run to close his man.
Viola. Way back to Nicholas Doyle. Loose Matebu.
And that's what you want to see right there. You know, up a goal. That's your forward tracking back, winning the ball back for the club. So it's great to see Francois, you know, buying in and working back for the club. It's a team effort, and he really showcased that there. Back up in his advanced role now.
Francois came in at the start of the second half.
He did. He's been a great sub too.
Blackwell, long throw. Francois. Another throw.
Here's Chavez.
Rico.
Chavez.
Johnny
This
Chavez.
could be dangerous.
We got a goal kick. 85th minute. Short goal kick. Little Rock pushing more men forward. Throw in, Tulsa Athletic.
Here is Francois again. He's been a handful.
Ooh. There's Vargas.
Like a little bit of a shirt pull there.
Blackwell. There's a handball.
I think he's going to call. I think it's a little bit of a between call. He's not going to call the handball, but he is going to call the throw. So.
Here comes another substitution coming for Little Rock Rangers. That's Rafael Ferreira coming into the game on the next break.
And here's Francois continually just competing for everything.
Gillies. Pass all the way across. Nick Downs with the tackle. And the clearance. Chavez. Salkachik. Here comes Tulsa Athletic. Salkachik.
And Salkachik smartly pulls the ball out. Make Little Rock work here. Or backheel it blindly
Rico.
to your college teammate, whatever you feel.
Here's Rico. Loses the ball to Gillies.
This would be interesting.
Chavez. It's Francois. Matebu. A nice pass. Shot deflected by Blackwell into touch in the 87th minute. Here's the substitution. Ferreira comes into the game.
Substitution for Little Rock coming out of field number 8, Rafael Pereira. Coming off the field number 23, Alejandro Moquete.
There he is. Folks, direct from South Africa 2010. If you love the Vuvuzela there, you'll love it here at LaFortune Stadium tonight.
Please don't say that, Toby. The Vuvuzela should probably be done completely away with it, and if anyone who uses them should face some sort of at least reprimand upon entering a football stadium in our country.
Yet you let it in.
I personally did not, and if I wasn't tied to this mic, I might go might go do some Vuvuzela hunting. I've got several of them mounted at my home that have been confiscated from years past with apology notes.
Something who was that down on the pitch?
That's Rico. I think maybe he's just out of gas, Toby. I think we're gonna see. I think we'll see Chris Moore coming on for Rico, which is going to be a defensive substitution. But he's left it all out on the field this evening. He's been tremendous, in my opinion, probably the man of the match so far.
Here he goes. Chris Moore coming on to the pitch, replacing Rico, who's had an excellent night in midfield.
He has. Another product of the University of the Pacific.
Also our only player with a mononym.
Indeed. I think he has other names. We just have a team policy of having one Brazilian-esque name.
Actually asked me personally to call him Rico.
Exactly.
There's a long throw in into traffic. There's the ball cleared into, no, it's not in the touch yet. Now it's in the touch. In the 89th minute, Ferdinand Matebu. Throw in.
Well, Little Rock's going to start throwing center backs forward. It's going to be, some last-ditch stuff here. So Tulsa needs to prepare for that. Nick with a touch. Nick Downs.
There's Salkachik.
That's Nick Downs.
Nick Downs.
Gonna have to see a rotation here to cover for Downs. Needs to be done.
Long cross.
Ball in
Headed
the
away by
box.
Blackwell. In the 90th minute.
Here's Vargas.
Carter Vargas kicks the ball into
All
touch.
right, fans, pull out your tickets for the winning numbers. Number 724-8.
Toby, looks like we'll see another long throw here.
The first one is 724-878.
It's a long throw from
The
Jordan
second winning
Bates.
number is 724-880.
Caught by Goldsmith.
880. You can pick up your prizes over at the merch stand.
Pushing his players forward, allegedly, in the 90th minute.
Of course.
4 minutes of extra time has been added on to the second
We're going to
half.
see 4 minutes, Toby.
4 minutes of extra time. Tagged on to the second half.
Just
he
able to
kept that
keep the ball in.
play.
And Francois doing well to close again. Tireless work rate since he's come on.
Matebu Ball goes
It's going to be a Tulsa throw.
in the touch. It is a Tulsa throw, yes. Blackwell. Long cross. Into space. Nick Downs runs the ball down.
It's going to be off Little Rock
And
for a
it's off
Tulsa
Little Rock
throw.
for a Tulsa throw in. Less than 3 minutes of stoppage time. Cross. Shot. Saved by Curtis Goldsmith.
Steady hands from Goldsmith. You know, you can never short sell a goalkeeper who properly handles anything that comes his way in the 93rd, 92nd minute of a match.
And less than 2 minutes of stoppage time remaining in the regular season. Francois. Slide tackle by, it was Gillies.
You know, Toby, and I don't want to get ahead of myself, but there's a decent chance that these two teams could meet again next week. So it's become a very, very good rivalry, the two teams. Here's Chavez.
At a corner kick.
And Tulsa will be in no hurry to take this.
Absolutely not.
The Armory trying to spur their boys on across the finish line. They've been great all night, so is Tulsa.
Joe Garcia taking the corner.
Jacques Francois to be soon kicked in the
Keep
calves.
the ball in the corner.
Another corner kick. Perhaps a throw-in.
Throw in. To Tulsa Athletic. Less than a minute of stoppage time remaining in the match. Tulsa clinging to a 3-2 lead.
And there's that corner flag again, Toby. I've never seen it twice in a game. The corner flag keep a ball in. Here's Little Rock bombing forward.
It's like having an extra player. There's Chris Moore. Little Rock Rangers. One last gasp.
Last ditch stuff. He's not going to be able to get there, Toby.
Nope, into touch. It's a throw in to Tulsa Athletic.
And Toby, that's going to do it.
That's the final whistle.
That's an exciting game.
Tulsa Athletic have defeated Little Rock Rangers here at LaFortune Stadium tonight, 3-2. Assuming the score in Wichita holds up, with right now is Wichita 3, Dallas City 0. Tulsa Athletic at worst will have the tiebreaker in a 3-way tie in the Heartland Conference, and will host a match on Wednesday night against Little Rock Rangers.
It could also be Dallas City as well, Toby. It could still go a couple of ways, I think. But the point is that the boys came out tonight in a must-win situation with the team pressing late with the lead, and we held our form and we were able to get away with the 3 points tonight. So some great individual performances tonight. I thought Rico was excellent. I thought Tyrone Blackwell was good at right back. Dave Long, obviously, early in the first half. And then Jacques Francois coming on in the second half really proved to be the catalyst, that sort of chip on our shoulder that I'm going to get back, I'm going to defend, I'm going to make your night very difficult for you. That is just the kind of attitude and the mentality that I don't want to say we've been lacking this year, but we've just needed to improve in that area. And he provided us with that this evening. So great to see him get his goal. Great to see him be rewarded for the hard work that he put in tonight, and look forward to hosting whoever, Little Rock, Dallas City. This club fears no one, so we'll see what that has to bring.
Tulsa Athletic 3, Little Rock Rangers 2. We'll be back to wrap up the night right after this. Back at LaFortune Stadium, where tonight Tulsa Athletic have clinched a home game in the Heartland Conference playoffs on Wednesday night with a 3-2 win over Little Rock Rangers. Tulsa Athletic took a 1-0 lead into the locker room on Dave Leung's goal in the 16th minute, and then the fireworks really flew in the second half. Little Rock Rangers tied the game at 1 with a goal from Leonardo Ferry in the 59th minute, tying the game at 1. Tulsa struck back almost immediately when super sub Jacques Francois scored in the 64th minute, putting Tulsa up 2-1. Little Rock Rangers equalized in the 67th with Alejandro Moquette scoring, tying the game at 2. Joe Garcia put Tulsa up for good, 3-2 in the 69th. A lot of action in the middle of the second half. The goal held up. The defense kept their composure, and Tulsa walks away with 3 points. The live table as we speak with a 3-0 win for FC Wichita at Stryker Sports Complex. Wichita in first place with 24 points. Tulsa with 16 points. Little Rock Rangers with 16 points. Dallas City with 13 points, and a match tomorrow afternoon versus Demise NPSL. Should Dallas win or lose, Tulsa Athletic will have the tiebreaker on both Little Rock Rangers and Dallas City and would host a playoff game on Wednesday night. It would appear that Little Rock Rangers has clinched third place with or without tiebreakers and will be our likely opponent on Wednesday night here at LaFortune Stadium at 7:30. So be sure to come out for the rematch. Tickets will be $10 at the door or online at tulsaathletic.com. Well, that's pretty much how things happened here tonight at LaFortune Stadium. The final score once again, Tulsa Athletic 3, Little Rock Rangers 2. We expect to see these same Little Rock Rangers right here Wednesday night, so be sure to join us. Until then, this is Toby Moore along with Tulsa Athletic legend Sonny D'Alessandro wishing you good night from LaFortune Stadium. Tulsa 3, Little Rock Rangers 2.